Right, so welcome back to Rugby Geeks. We have had a new announcement from these folks, the Rugby World Cup 2021. Well, not so much the Rugby World Cup 2021, more World Rugby themselves have made recommendations to the committee that will meet next week on the Rugby World Cup New Zealand 2021, and their recommendation is that it should be postponed due to coronavirus safety regulations, and I, for one, pretty much agree with this. There's just too many protocols in place. I would hate to see a Rugby World Cup decided on who has got negative tests and who hasn't. You know, I'd hate to see for a team to miss out based on their ability to keep coronavirus out of their camp, which we've seen over recent weeks that even teams as well funded as the French can't do. So probably for the best. It's a shame not to see it. It would have been a lovely spectacle for the summer and a spectacle for New Zealand, but it's not to be, but it will be next year. And that's actually not to say that they will take on board this recommendation, but you would imagine that really they are going to listen to what World Rugby have said and take that. Don't be confused as well. This is not the men's version of the event. This is the female version of the event. They took Women's Rugby World Cup away in place of just giving it a date for equality reasons. Billy Bowman said that World Rugby is a world governing organisation and therefore should be at the forefront of equal rights, and therefore we no longer have a sexed Rugby World Cup. We have two Rugby World Cups that are unsexed. So I can see that there's going to be some confusion around this. I would imagine that there's going to be one or two people tune in thinking they're going to see the men's game and get the women's game, which may just help raise the profile of the women's game a little bit, which, you know, anybody, as long as more people are watching rugby, fantastic for me. I can't see any issue with it. I've got no issue with calling it the Rugby World Cup New Zealand 2021. It's a hell of a long name. It would be a little bit easier to say the Women's World... Oh, but I can't even say Rugby World Cup, can I? So it would be easier to say Women's Rugby World Cup. But it is what it is. That's the decision that's been made, and you stand by it. So that is the news at the moment coming out of World Rugby today, saying that they recommend that after conversations with both their partners in New Zealand and the New Zealand government as well, that it is going to recommend to the committee that meets next week that Rugby World Cup New Zealand 2021 is postponed. So that is pretty much that. Not a lot of information out about it at the moment, as you would imagine. Quite hot off the press, and we will wait and see what transpires next week at this committee meeting. If you haven't already done so, do like and subscribe to the channel. We'll try and get as much content out as often as we can, with just little tidbits like this. A nice short video here for you as well. Why not, while you're waiting for your train or whatever it is, wherever you are, hit that like and subscribe button and join us for one of our watch-alongs across the Premiership, Six Nations and Pro 14. And we will see you next time.